Have you ever been to a rodeo or horse event? Well, at both of these, there's one thing in common: barrel racing. Do you ever wonder how the horse looks so good at this event and why it's so well trained? I'm going to talk to you today about the proper equipment to use to groom your horse, getting your horse groomed, and how to properly saddle your horse. I'm hoping by the end of my speech you will know how to barrel race, and in hopes that you will want to go outside and get a horse, or if you have a horse, get your horse ready and go out and barrel race. And it's a lot of fun. Okay, good. I'm going to show you the proper stuff to use to prep your horse. So this is horse hoof polish. You want to use this on their hooves to make them look decent, make them look nice, prettied up. This is hairspray to get their hair in place, and you spray it pretty much on their mane and tails. These are curry combs. It's for the tough hair during the winters. It's to get all that long hair out. This is a normal brush, but it has tougher bristles. It's to get that really tough, loose hair out. That doesn't really want to come out as much. And then you would have your really fine brush. It's to get the softer hairs out so that they are hurting the horse. And this is baby oil. You want to use it on their manes and tails. It's to help kind of slicken it up so that you can brush it out easier. And which I'll show you in a minute how to properly apply this. This is a normal brush that you can use at your house. You can use a normal brush, a comb, and this is for their manes, their tails, and the little hair that they have in front. And this is a horse pick. It's to clean out their hooves. You want to use this part to clean them out, and then this part to brush that dirt out. Like after you clean it and you want to brush them out, then it's only for their hooves though, so you don't want to use that little brush on their actual bodies themselves. And this is a bag that you can carry it all in so that you don't have it in a big box or something, to keep it neat, make it look pretty, and so that maybe someone won't know what's in it, so they won't look. And I'm going to move to the bridle. These are the reins that you would use. You want to use short reins because you don't want to have a lot of slack, like when you use in pleasure and stuff like that. When you have two reins, you want to use a short length reins so that when you're riding, you aren't like having to yank all the way back. You only have to yank a little bit back. And this is the bridle. This is the bit. And the bit is kind of what controls the horse. So if you want to go left, it'll push it. And if you want to go right, it'll push this side. So the bit's what's mainly you want to use on the horse. The bridle is consistent of a lot of stuff on it. This is to go over the head, and this is to go behind the ears so that when you put the bridle on, it stays on. And if you put this in front of the ears, it'll just slip right off. And this is the back cinch that you want to put underneath their necks so that it's all connected and it's not flopping in the wind or anything like that. And that's the bridle. And this is the saddle, but I'll just show you the saddle blanket. This is the saddle blanket, and you can use pretty much any kind of saddle blanket, but you want to use one that kind of has pretty good padding on it. It has kind of a thick padding, but not too thick, so that when you're riding, it's not too thin. And this is the saddle. You have your breast collar, which you want to put in front of their breast, so that just in case they rear up or something, this will keep your saddle on, because sometimes your back cinch and your girth will not stay intact. So if they fall off, then you have a breast strap that'll kind of keep them connected on there. And this is your girth, which will connect underneath the horse's behind the front legs, and it'll connect underneath. And you want to tighten that as tight as you can get it. because if you don't, then the saddle will fall right off. This is the back cinch. Not a lot of people have them, but I have one because just in case they buck or something, that'll also keep their saddle on there pretty well. But you don't want it tight. You want it kind of loose. You want to be able to make a fist underneath it, because if you get it too tight, it'll be like when you go to a rodeo and you're bucking. And the reason why you want to use this is because of the horn. It's a small horn, and it'll be good for pretty much grabbing onto it. It's not too big, and it's small enough that you can grip. I am here to show you how to properly get your horse ready for barrel racing. And the first thing I want to show you is how to get them used to sounds and things around them, like music and stuff like that. So that's why I play off my laptop. I get music. And you kind of want it up loud as it can go, but since I'm making a video, I'm going to kind of have it low. But it's just to show you that you can go to YouTube, or you can play it off your iPod. Simple things.